Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing 5 ZigBee smart plug devices which claim to be compatible with the SmartThings app and various Amazon devices. The categories that I will address include customer ratings, ease of installation, product specifications, product features, quality, and price. Let's get started. The 5 plugs that I'll be reviewing today all use the ZigBee protocol. All plugs are under $20 and are available on my Amazon store. Links in the description below. None of these plugs are sponsored by the product manufacturers, therefore you can be assured that my review is unbiased. So in no particular order, here are today's contenders. Number 1 is the JHome ZigBee smart plug. It's compatible with Alexa, Echo Plus, and the SmartThings hub, as well as Google Home. The input-output voltage is 125 volts AC with a maximum load rating of 10 amps. It's manufactured by JHome. JHome claims easy installation with wide compatibility. They provide a user manual and a lifetime warranty. Number 2, the Securifi Peanut Smart Plug. It's compatible with the Samsung SmartThings hub and Amazon Echo Plus. Its input-output voltage is between 100 and 125 volts AC with a maximum load of 15 amps. The manufacturer is Securifi, and Securifi claims super simple 1-minute setup for control of lights, appliances such as washers, dryers, heaters, in-wall air conditioners, fans, TVs, and game controllers. The plug is made to work with the Almond router, and the plug is designed to be controlled by the Almond app. The plug can be added as a device in SmartThings, but it will only function as an on-off switch out of the box. The plug does have power monitoring capability in the Almond app, and it is possible to obtain power monitoring capability within the SmartThings app by updating the plug's firmware. The plug must be paired with an Almond router for the firmware update. The Almond router costs about $80. Next we have the Sylvania Smart Plus ZigBee Smart Plug. It's compatible with SmartThings, Wink, Amazon Echo Plus, and the Amazon Echo Show 2nd generation. It has a max input-output voltage of 120 volts AC with a maximum load rating of 15 amps. It's manufactured by Levance LLC, and Levance claims that the smart plug is simple to use and easy to connect to your compatible smart hub. It is purported to be ideal for floor and table lamps, as well as indoor holiday decorations, fans, and other smart appliances. When connected to a compatible smart plug, you're able to use voice controls through Amazon Alexa or Echo Assistant to turn your connected devices on or off. Next we have the Sonoff Model S31 Lite ZigBee Smart Plug. It's compatible with the Samsung SmartThings hub and the Amazon Echo Plus. Its max input-output voltage is 120 volts AC with a maximum low rating of 15 amps. It's manufactured by Sonoff, and the Sonoff plug has a nice compact design that will not block adjacent outlets. Sonoff touts plug-and-play installation and hands-free voice control. It is aesthetically pleasing, and it appears to be constructed with quality materials. Sonoff claims a dedication to providing customers with cost-effective, high-quality products and after-sales service. And finally, we have the Hibro Smart Plug. It's compatible with Samsung SmartThings, Echo Plus, Echo Show 2, and Echo Studio. It touts a input-output voltage of 90 to 165 volts AC with a maximum low rating of 10 amps. It's manufactured by Hibro, and Hibro claims easy installation and use for controlling most of your home appliances such as lights, toasters, fans, coffee mills, etc. Hibro guarantees professional 24/7 customer service with a reply in 12 hours. The plug comes with a 12-month warranty. Alright, with that introduction, I'm now going to attempt to add each one of these plugs to the SmartThings app to determine if they are compatible and easy to pair. I will install each plug using the same order in which they were presented. After testing the ease of installation, I'll provide you with my impressions along with each plug's features, customer ratings, quality, and price. Let's install some plugs. I haven't set up any of these plugs in advance, So what I'm going to do is just open the package up, look at the instructions, and follow the instructions based on what it says and see how easy it is to add these plugs. The first one I'm going to start with is the JHome plug, and if I look at the documentation here, it basically says for SmartThings setup I need to click add a device, select eWeLink icon, which is kind of counterintuitive. So it's a JHome plug, but we're using eWeLink. That's E capital W E L I N K. So we'll type that in, search for that, and it says basically choose a room, and then it says do what the app tells you to do and wait patiently, which is kind of odd. And it says after the device is successfully connected, name the device and click done, then return to the main menu and use the device. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this device in, the JHome plug, and we're going to add a device and search for eWeLink. Alright, it is plugged in, and there's a power button on the side, and it's flashing blue on and off, blue and then off, blue off. So let's go ahead and let's select add at the top, hit device, search for that eWeLink, EW, there it is at the top, and it says outlet there, so we'll select that, click on it again. Alright, it says getting everything ready here, start. We're going to select the room smart plugs. It's already selected there. I'm going to hit next. Alright, it says press and hold the pairing button until the red light flashes. So I guess that's what the app is telling me, so we'll go ahead and try that. Okay, so it shows it's connected, and we hit done. And there's my plug. So I'm going to go into the plug. So the functionality on this plug is we're able to turn it on and off. It doesn't give any stats such as voltage on this plug. So I'm going to try to turn it on and off and see how responsive it is. So we'll click on it shows that it's on. Now it's working to turn off. Seems to be busy. Let me look at the plug here. So the plug is flashing that blue light on and off. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. It's not turning off. Maybe I have to manually turn it off. Oh, it says network error. Interesting. Okay, let me check online and see if I can find anything. Alright, so back, I searched the internet, didn't find anything specific on it, so I decided to delete the device and try reinstalling it, and I followed the prompts as previously, and it said clearly in the instructions, press and hold the start button until it flashes red. Well, this time when it instructed me to do that, as soon as I pressed it, it showed that it connected and the light was steady blue on, and I hit done, and now you'll see when I press the button, pressing now, it turns on, press again, turns off, works like a charm. So the instructions did not successfully set this plug up in my first and second attempt. Finally, on the third attempt, it recognized it and it connected right away. So not sure why it worked that way, but definitely not straightforward, not easy to set up. So it gets a deduction point for that. Okay, next we're going to attempt to add the peanut plug. Now this is not one that's recognized necessarily by SmartThings, but the online instructions say to plug it in, put it into pairing mode, and then hit the plus sign, and it should come up as a thing, and then you can add it as a thing. So let's go ahead and put it into pairing mode. Hang on a second while I do that. Okay, the plug is flashing on and off, red and green. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit the plus sign. Device. I'm going to hit scan nearby. Okay, so it found the peanut plug pretty quickly there. If I go back home, is it in there? Let's see. Yeah, it's down at the bottom. No room assigned. So we are just going to go to edit. Change the room to smart plugs. Save that. Okay. So we go back up to the top where I have all the smart plugs. You see the peanut plug is on. And if I turn the switch, it turns off and back on. So it's working fine. So that one works well. Very good. Let's go ahead and add the next one. That one's pretty easy to add. Again, this supposedly has additional functionality, but in order to get that power meter you see and the energy consumption here, you do need to get the almond hub and use the hub in order to get the firmware update that's necessary in order to have that additional functionality. Again, I'm not interested in doing that, but this plug was a little easier to pair than the former one, the JHome outlet. Okay, next we're going to try to set up the Sylvania Smart Plus plug. Now I have one of these already at my house, and I did set it up in the classic app. I'm interested to see how it sets up here in the new app. Instructions, by the way, are pretty sparse. It says identify the ZigBee hub you want to work with, power up Smart Plus devices, so I guess we plug it in at that point. And it says follow your hub's instructions to pair the Smart Plus devices and then enjoy your new smart plug. So we'll go ahead and plug this in. Alright, when I plug it in, the power switch is flashing orange, so we're going to hit the plus sign on my smart app. We're going to add a device, and I'm going to just hit scan nearby. And it is scanning. Well, I see my pairing stop flashing, so I'm going to unplug the plug and plug it back in. Oh, it found it regardless. I didn't even have to do that. It shows that my Sylvania outlet is connected to Alexa. Gives me a chance to rename it. We're just going to leave it as is. I'm going to go back to my device list, and you see it at the bottom there, so we're going to click on that. I'm going to hit the three dots at the top. I'm going to hit edit. I'm going to change the room to smart plugs and hit save. Okay, let's go back out. I'll scroll all the way to the top, and there you'll see it in the smart plugs list, Sylvania outlet. I'm going to try it on and off. Here's on. Very responsive. So very easy to set up the Sylvania outlet. So the one drawback I see on this switch is the way it's designed, the length of the switch. So vertically, as you see here, it's rather long, so you have to use the top outlet, and you could not insert two of these into one double outlet. It just wouldn't be possible. You can, however, use a single smart switch and then still be able to insert a regular plug into the lower outlet, but you would always have to be using the top outlet for this particular plug, not to cover up the second outlet. That's the only drawback I have. I love the plug. I've been using it for a long time, and it's a very reliable smart plug. Not had any issues with it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and try to add the Sonoff. This is the S31 Lite ZigBee smart plug. First thing I noted after pulling it out of the box, it's very sturdy switch, very heavy, seems high quality, similar to the Sylvania plug. So of all the plugs I've pulled from the box, I think the Peanut would fall in that category too. It seems to be well made and sturdy. But this one by far, the Sonoff plug, seems to be the heaviest, seem to be the best made, the sturdiest. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, and let's see if we can get it paired up. Alright, it appears to be in pairing mode. I'm going to hit the plus sign, device, And we're going to scan nearby, see if we can find this thing. All right, found it, added it to Alexa. That was found rather quickly, so that's impressive. So we're just going to leave it the same. I'm not going to try to rename it, see if it's in the list. There it is at the bottom. So we're going to select that, hit the three dots at the top there, and hit edit. And we're going to change that room again to smart plugs, hit save. And let's go back to the main menu and scroll all the way to the top. And there you see it, the S31 outlet. And I'm going to hit the power button now. So it's turning on and off. So very easy to add. Really impressive setup on that. So far, the Sylvania and the Sonoff plugs work pretty much out of the box, and no problems in setup at all. So those two both get plus marks for setup and also for product quality, I would say. Product quality is very good on both of those. So let's go ahead and set up the final plug. This last plug is called Hibro, which I assume is Hibro. I'm going to follow the same procedure I did on the previous plugs. Just plug it in, see if we can get it set up. So let's go ahead and plug it in. Okay, I plugged it in and the power button is flashing, so we'll go ahead and hit the plus sign, device, and let's scan nearby, see if it picks it up. Alright, so came up with the eWeLink outlet, similar to the JHome plug. So we're going to leave that the same name, back out of here, and there you see at the bottom. So let's go ahead first and let's change the location, or the room I should say. I'm going to hit edit, and I'm going to change the room to smart plugs, hit save, go back out of here, scroll all the way to the top. And maybe I should rename this so we don't get confused on which plug is which. 3 lines at the top, edit. We're going to call this Hibro. Hit save. And out here, let's test it. Hibro on. So that one paired real quick. So to be fair, I wanted to repair this eWeLink outlet. This would be the JHome outlet. So I'm going to take it off, I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to delete it as a device. And I'm going to try to pair it the same way that I paired the other ones, just to see how quickly it pairs or if I run into problems again. So deleting it now. So there you see it's gone. I'm going to turn the peanut plug off and unplug that and plug in that JHome outlet again. I'm going to add device, and before I hit scan, I'm going to press and hold that button until after it flashes red again. Alright, it's flashing. I'm going to do the scan while it's flashing. Alright, so there it did find it, and it added to the SmartThings hub. So we're going to rename this. Call it JHome. Alright, and go back to the main menu. Right here it is at the bottom. And we're going to edit that to put it in the smart plugs room and hit save. Go back to the main menu, scroll to the top. So there you see my 5 plugs. Let's try the JHome, and it's working fine. Okay, now before I present my final analysis of these plugs, I want to remind you that each of these plugs can be purchased via my Amazon site for under $20. Links below in the description. This cost is a notable price improvement over the former SmartThings smart plug, which retailed for over $30 when I purchased it the last time. That said, I do enjoy the power monitoring capability on the SmartThings plug. As noted, this capability is missing on the other plugs reviewed in this video comparison. It should be noted that SmartThings no longer is promoting their own brand of smart devices, and many items, such as the SmartThings smart plugs, are no longer available. Let's hope that competing manufacturers will see it fit to offer power monitoring capability in the future on their plug-in devices. All right, allow me to present my opinion on these plugs, beginning with the 5th place device. Coming in 5th place is the JHome ZigBee smart plug. Although the JHome has the lowest price of only $14.99, I found it difficult to pair. Also, its maximum load is at 10 amps, where many of the other plugs are rated for up to 15 amps. Finally, the plug is not listed as UL approved. 4th place would go to the Hibro smart plug. The Hibro plug was easy to pair, but it came with the lowest overall customer rating. One common complaint about the plug is it's designed in such a manner that it overlaps the second wall outlet. The plug does have a good price point of $15.56. Also, I would like to note that I'm using the plug and find it reliable in operation. However, as with the JHome plug, there's no indication on the plug that it is UL approved, prompting some concerns about the plug's safety. 3rd place goes to the Securifi Peanut plug. The Peanut plug appears to be made with quality materials and construction. The plug was fairly easy to pair. The plug has the potential to provide power monitoring, but it will not provide this feature in the SmartThings app without a firmware upgrade via the Almond router. The plug is UL listed and it's rated for up to 15 amps. As of the making of this video, the Peanut plug is the 2nd highest priced plug, coming in at $17.99. It is fairly bulky in size, and although it does not overlap the second receptacle, in some instances it may restrict the second receptacle to a smaller plug. 2nd place goes to the Sylvania Smart Plus plug. This plug was easily paired and it is widely compatible with a number of smart home ecosystems. As noted previously, I have used this plug reliably in my home for several years. The plug must be used in the upper receptacle if you would like to make use of the second outlet. When placing the plug in the upper outlet, it permits ample room for larger plugs in the bottom receptacle. The plug is UL listed and it's rated for up to 15 amps. Although it is an awesome smart plug, it holds the price tag of $18.75, which places it at the top of the price list. That leaves the 1st place to the Sonoff S31 Lite smart plug. This plug was very easy to pair with the SmartThings app. It's well designed, well constructed, and it appears to be made of high quality materials. The plug is UL listed and it's rated for up to 15 amps. The plug not only holds the highest overall customer rating, but it also ties with the JHome smart plug at the low cost of only $14.99. This could easily become my new plug of choice for my future home automation endeavors. Okay, so that wraps up my smart plug comparison. Hopefully you found this type of content helpful. If you did, drop a comment below letting me know that you would like to see more of this kind of content. Also, if you found this information useful, be sure to give me a like. That will tell the YouTube algorithms that this content may be useful to other home automators. Of course, I appreciate you joining me today. Thanks for that. And be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification so that you can be notified of future content. Hey, thanks for watching today, and we'll see you next time.